Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to join me this afternoon. I know I've been a bit slow and I've been missing for a few days. We've been doing a few things here at home and we've been decorating. My husband's doing the hallway, so you can imagine it's been quite disruptive. So I use one of our spare bedrooms as my craft room, and when he's decorating the hall and wallpapering and papering, it's not really conducive to to making a video. So he's nearly finished, bless him, and it does look nice. So what I wanted to do today was give you a flip through of my two winter journals. But before I do, I said that I was going to give this little journal that I'd made away as a giveaway. And it's kind of a prototype. I wanted to play and have some fun. So I made this following Olucinda Scrap's tutorial on a journal that she made. And I know I put that link in one of my previous videos, so you can have a look at that. And it's made out of card, and it's a journal that's not being decorated, so there's a pocket there that I've not sealed up, I've not glued up. There's different papers in it, and these papers are all from Amy at Crafty Cat. There's a glassine bag in there, all sorts of different pages, two signatures, and I just thought it would be fun for somebody to have and decorate themselves. So I'm going to do that, give that away. And I've got a little bag here full of little bits and pieces that were left over from when I've made my two journals. And I'm going to include that as well. And what I've done is, hopefully, I have the random YouTube selector. I've put the URL in here. So I'm going to press, I think I just press start. And so the person that's won is Miss Jeanette. So Miss Jeanette, if you could email me, I'll put my email in the link below, and I will happily send you this prize as a winner. So thank you so much. We'll just get rid of the iPad. So I will put a link below, and if you could contact me within the next couple of days, and if I don't hear anything from you by Wednesday of next week, then I will redraw. So there we go. Hopefully, Miss Jeanette, you will get in touch with me. So let's get on with these. So these two journals are they're my winter theme journal. And I've loved making these. I've really enjoyed myself. The papers that I've used are from Crafty Cat USA, and I will put a link to Amy's website below. She has got Etsy as well, but she uses more her website, so I'll link that below. The covers on these are both the same. They're both soft cover. One's got the image of the boy that skates, or the man that's skating. I love the cushion on his bum. And the other is a lady that's skiing, and I think that's what I would do if I was on skis. My legs would go in opposite directions. So constructed the same. They both measure about 8.5 tall by probably about 6-ish, 6 wide. I'm just looking to see if I've got a ruler. I have. So it's about 6 by 8.5. So usual size for me. The cover, I've used some fabric that I had, and then I've had this, I'm going to call it organza because I don't know what else to call it. It's a very sheer fabric that's got these little grey bobbles on, and I just loved the texture that it gave. So I've put that sheer fabric over some other fabric that I had because it just looked wintry to me. It's a very pale dove grey. And then I've put, as I say, I've put those images on the front, and on the front of the image I've put like a very fine netting that's got little bits of glitter on. I don't know what it's called, but it's very pretty, and it just made me think, I don't know if you can see it shining, it made me think that they were in snow. So going into these journals are made using Amy's 3 winter kits. There's her latest one, and then she's got 2 previous ones, so there's a good mix of them all in here. Soft covers, pocket there. Sorry, I feel out of breath today. I've made this, I had some papers left over, so I've tried to use up what I had. Some of the other images that I had are from Mrs Cogs' Winter Days kit. or Elegant Winter, I think it's called, sorry. Little beads, and then this is just some, it's just cardstock that I've collaged on, and I've just put some extra little papers in here. So you can either use that as an extra little notebook, or you can tear the papers out and use it to collage further in here. So that just goes in the front there. Button cluster there. This is one of Amy's kits from last year. And Amy's very kindly sent me some, or I've got some of Amy's snowflakes that she cuts on her Glow Forge, I think it's called. And I've used those throughout, and she's... it looks like there's images as well on there, but it's quite tactile because they do stand proud because I've stuck them on the page. But they were lovely to use. Thank you, Amy. The flips we did, I think I did a video on the flips. So this is the second one that I did. So there's that lady again there on the front. And the quotes are from Mrs Cogs as well. Mrs Cogs winter quotes. Pocket just there. That's one of the papers I had left over and one of Amy's images. And then I think that's one of Artie Maze's images actually. And then they're all backed in the tailor-made papers. And that's obviously a window envelope there. So I've done some stenciling. The bead trim there. Somebody asked me how I'd done that. I've used up all the white that I had, but literally all that I did was the leaf trim. I've got it in green. I just ripped a piece of paper the width that I wanted. I zigzagged that on. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue it on, but I zigzagged it on, and then I hand stitched the little beads and sequins, and then I glued the paper on the page. So it did take me a while because hand stitching beads does take a while, and I dropped them all over the floor, so it was messy. So that's how I did that. Little bit of collage on there, again one of Amy's previous year's papers, and a little, again, some beads and sequins on there. We made this together as well, I think, so that opens up, and then I put some paper in there, and you can write on that bit as well. So that just closes nicely there, and again one of Amy's images, and there as well. So I've just used lots of the papers that she had, and then I've used this fabric to make a ruffle because it just reminded me of snow. It's it's got blues and whites and greys in it. Then that's a flip. There's a card in there, and then that flips out that way. So you can, you know, if you want to stick something on there, you can do. I think there's 80 pages, usually my journals. I hope the lighting's okay. I'm quite late in the afternoon doing this video, so I'm hoping that you can see all right. I forgot what I was saying as well. Oh yeah, usually in my journals there's around 80 pages front and back. Some little flowers there that I used, white flowers. They reminded me a bit of snowballs. And then this is a page that I had left over from the kit. And just inside there's some extra papers. So again, these can either be used to write on, or you can tear bits off and further decorate the journal with them. And then of course you can journal on there as well. I just made a decoration for the edge of the page there with a couple of pieces of paper that I'd torn off, and then put a paper doily, is that? Paper doily. So that can be a tuck spot there if you wanted it to be. You know, you can have a tuck in there and in there. There will be tucks. My window envelope that I like to use, and you can see through there to the little girl, and I've included a little pocket on the front there and just put a little collage on, so that just slips in there. Another little trim on there, and a pocket there with a couple of Mrs Cogs images in, and then that one's from Amy as well. This is one of Amy's older papers as well, but I just love it. They all work just so well together. Somebody said, how long do I spend picking papers? And to be fair, I find if I use papers from the same designer, they mix so well together. And as I say, Amy's papers from different years just mix so well. Another pocket just there, and another couple of Amy's snowflakes on there that she cuts, and another quote. And then I just fussy cut the little people out there. My Sears catalogue page, very proud that I got that book. Another page there, and then this is one of Amy's CD cases that she has in a kit of just CD cases. and I've just folded it. I haven't used it I haven't put it round a CD case, which you can do. But if you don't have the CD cases, they make up perfectly well. I've just put some tracing paper on there. And of course, I'm not going to get that back in, am I? You never can when you're on a video, can you? Sorry, I don't know if I asked you if you're all well. I hope that you are. I do struggle at times with myself and with things that happen around me. And it's been like that for me for the last couple of weeks, but we keep going by, don't we? The napkin there, paper doily, so it's quite delicate, and I've just put a journaling card. I had some extra papers left over, so I've just included that. That's one of Amy's most recent papers. Beautiful, beautiful. I've done the paper around the edge. I want to call it quilting. You just put odd papers that you have left over around the edge, and I just think it frames the page nicely. This is from her latest kit, and I think it's called Vintage Winter, the latest one, with fantastic images on and lovely snowflakes, and I've just added that there. A little bit of fabric there that's sheer. You can see through it, and it has silver. It's very pale blue, and it has silver snowflakes on, and then some very pale blue trim. It reminds me of icicles. Some tracing paper there. Love the image there of the little ones skiing. Glassine bag there that I've I've did some embossing on. I don't know if you can see the little snowflakes on it or not. I don't know if it picks it up. And again, that lovely image there. It's a little bit difficult to get these in. The bag itself is a pocket, but there's not a pocket round it because I find the glassine bags quite delicate. And then it's got some icicle trim there at the bottom. A page there of a dictionary that I've just put some snowflakes on. And then I've just put some paper on there so that you can actually write on it. That was a napkin that I was gifted of the deer in the snow. And some music roll paper on the back there. That one's from the latest kit as well. And look at that. Isn't it lovely, those ladies? They all look like, oh, and the gentlemen. Sorry, gentlemen. Look like they're having such fun, don't they? I think it's a race because he's got a starter gun there. So I think they're all in a race. I think she's going to win. She looks very, very ready to go. And just some glass beads in the middle. So you can see I've had some fun doing this. That one flips out. And it's a pocket there. And then I've just shrunk down those ladies and cut them out and fussy cut them on there. And another one of Amy's snowflakes. I'm all getting my words and names mixed up today, aren't I? There's 3 pockets on this page. Just a mix of different papers. That one's from one of the kits. And then I've just put some tabs and some journal cards in there that I had left over. I thought that was nice to cover up that. Again, the back of that other book page, the back of the paper doily with another journaling card in. These outfits, they do look fabulous. This is the folded flip that Gail Agostinelli made that fraggled my head a little bit trying to figure out which way you fold the paper. So I've left that. You can actually do it as three journaling, start again. You can actually do it as 3 pockets, 1, 2, 3, but I left that open because I loved the ice snowflakes on there. And it can be a writing spot as well. So those cards fit in there. And in one of my previous videos, I made that, so you can have a look back and see how I did it. Or you can look at Gail. I linked Gail's tutorial as well. Favourite image. Again, the Sears and Roe book. These images are from Artie May's, her winter images. And I've done those as flips, so you can write or stick something on there. And then that one as well. And then you can also write on there. So I thought that was a bit different on a page. And you can write on these pages or stick something on them if you want to. This is a waterfall. So they all open up. The bottom one doesn't, that's stuck down. And that's got that image of those ladies. I used a couple of them to go on there. And there's a little journaling spot in there of a page that I had left over, and that just tucks in there. And one of my friends, Moira, sent me some. She's very fortunate to have a whale tail punch, and she did send me some. I'm very grateful, Moira. Thank you so much. I love them. If I could get a whale tail punch like all of us, I'd be seventh heaven, I think. I've just done some collaging on here with some of the little Tim Holtz people, and that just flips open for some more journaling space. Little tuck spot just there. Music paper. Little cluster on there. The trim on there. That's an envelope that flips up, so there's some journaling space on there. And then there's a journal card underneath, just tucked up inside there. And that's from an envelope. And then a journaling card in there as well. That just fits in there. It does, honestly. And then in the back, again, I had some leftover bits and pieces. So I had some tracing paper and some bits of paper that I've just included in there. So they can be written on or decorate in here. And then there's a couple of extra journaling cards that I just split between the two journals. So that's journal number 1. And then journal number 2 is very similar. Same number of pages. Some pockets are the same and some are slightly different. So this is the one with the lady on the front. The other one's the one with the man on the front. Again, it's got the little book in the front with the extra pages in and the little beads on. So same format as the other one. This is Amy's new kit, and again, I've used one of her snowflakes and some trim just there. We made this one together, so this was the envelope that it took me a while to fathom out how I wanted to do it. So I've done a pocket just there, and then that flips out, and there's another little pocket there, the tracing paper one. And then you can see the house through the window, so there's writing space there as well. So I thought that turned out very well. I was pleased with that. Trim again, collaging. This again is Amy's latest paper. I'm sure it's called Vintage Winter. I'll list the 3 kits below so that you can, and a link to Amy's store, as I said. And you can still write on this as well. A little pocket there, one of Amy's snowman images, which I like. That says snowflakes, and again Amy's snowflake there. And then that opens out. Turn the page. We've got the other flip pocket with the paper and the journaling card just there. And again, the same decoration on this page, so you can use it as tuck on both sides. Again, that's the latest. I think this one had the latest papers in it, and then the other one I used the older journal kits in. Just both beautiful. Again, writing space there. 2 pockets. And then again, just made that out of some extra paper that I had left over. So I tried to find lots of kind of blue trim to make it a little bit wintry as well. Beautiful images. Again, the deer. So you can see they've got very similar format, but the pages are in different order, I think. Window envelope just with a pocket at the top, and the lovely bunnies, and that looks through to that lovely little baby. And then they've got that image there of the little children sledging, aren't they? Again, the fabric pocket with the sheer fabric in there. Tracing paper. Again, Amy's CD case, and I've just put some tracing paper in that. Again, I've just folded it as a CD case, so they're brilliant. Little tuck spot there. Some more paper just there. So slightly different, but very similar. I never do them exactly the same. I don't think you could. You run out of paper, don't you? Journaling card there. And again, that one's got the flip out. So you can see the birds through it. just sits in there. On the back of the tracing paper, 3 pockets again. 1, love those. Look like having such fun, don't they? 1, 2, 3. So 3 little cards in there. Again, the waterfall, and this was inspired by Inky Owl Studio, the way that she does hers, and I find it's really easy. I'd have spent ages trying to do it, but her technique is fabulous. I think I've shown that in a video before as well. More journaling space in there. It does go in, I'm just at a funny angle. I love that coat that lady's wearing. So there's lots of room to journal in here, or to stick it, you know, stick photos or whatever is your preference. Another journaling card in there. And again, the icicle trim. Journaling card on that page. Just some decoration down the edge there. And those ladies again. And again, one of Amy's snowflakes there. The snowflakes are fabulous to use. I've loved using them, Amy. Again, the two flips, 1, 2. And again on here, I've done the collage with one of the Tim Holtz men on there. That just flips out, and a couple of little people there. And Britta, I've started using the tape you've sent me. Love it. And then that flips out. So this is an envelope. That bit's an envelope that I've sliced, cut open there, put a journaling card in there, and a tab on there to show you it opens, and then there's a journaling card in the back. So slightly different to the other one, but again, they're just beautiful papers, Amy. I've really enjoyed it. And then again, the extra papers that I had left over with the tracing paper and the extra papers, and then 3 journaling cards. So I do hope you like these. I've really enjoyed using them. Amy, thank you so much for these kits. They are fantastic. I love working with your kits. And the giveaway, so if you can get in touch with me, and I'll get that in the post to you. So these will be, when this video goes out, these will be listed in my Etsy store should anybody be interested. And just thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye.